Hello my friends, I welcome you all to the Creative Thinkers Hub channel. Today we are going to see how to create the Aqua Athlete water effect in CorelDRAW. So for that, first let's download some images. This one is by Way Home, and we need something like this, that is Wave Break Media, but we'll have to sign in for that and take credits. This is again free. This is by FreePick. This is a good image. Yeah. So now let's look at water. Now this is by Raw Pixel. Okay. So bubbling water. This is again by Raw Pixel. This is by only UQJ. And then we've already taken this. Let's go Raw Pixel. This is also by Raw Pixel. This is by Invent Solutions. And now this one is by FreePick. Okay. And this again is by Invent Solutions. So I think, yeah, our arsenal is kind of done. We take, see, I think this is better because there is no leg or anything that is going to interfere with our effect. So let's take this and we use Pickwish to basically clear the background and we are done. Okay, so download this image once you have checked it, and now let's upscale it so that we don't have any problem when it is done. Great, upscale is done. Let's take it in CorelDRAW and we put in here. Okay, so this is a part of photo manipulation also. Now let's take this, we crop this image and then we take it into Corel Photo Paint. And now what we do, that we delete the clothes. Why? Because we want the body. Okay, so this is one way of doing it. And then finally this is what you get. Okay, so we don't want the watch, we don't want the bottle, we only want the body. So that 100, you shift it this way. Convert this into grayscale. Okay, so that's what we want, and keep this on the side, duplicate it, and let's see what we get. Okay, we adjust this, make it slightly darker and overlay it. See, this is what we need. So these are our effects that we are going to be getting. Okay, so these are our highlights. Cool, fine. Now what we do, we come here and we trace bitmap again. Sorry, go into Corel Photo Paint once more, and now we will erase the opposite. No, I think this is the best thing to do. Keep a little part of the hand. So let's say that he's fueling in kind of thing. So yeah, and even the neck also. Let's keep his face fully in show. Great. So he's kind of fueling in. Now you delete the opposite. So this is what you get. Okay, keep the clothes and everything else be. So this is our two-part thing. Okay, let's come here. He's our guy. This is his body. And at 100, we are now going to, I think grayscale was not happening. Let's work with colored. One grayscale and one color. Okay, so we check. In this, there's a slight burnt out overlay. This is better. Okay, so it's always good to check. You never know, we would have gotten a better output. Now trace bitmap this, okay, and once you do that, this is what you get. Now why we are doing this is now because we are going to take this outline, which is a vector, and we are going to work on the water effect within it. Okay, so that is what our main motive is. Great. Okay, am I clear on this? So delete all the nodes, delete anything that is not forming a very good human thing, and negative gaps too. Okay, and now let's see. Okay, great. Now let's see it from your in wireframe. If we are missing out on anything, this is good. This is a good output. Okay, a little bit here and there is fine. Okay, try and remove all this. Okay, yeah, see, this is one part you will have to work on. So let's come here, and this is a this needs to be trimmed so that the clothes can be seen through from that part. Otherwise, whatever effect we put inside will also kind of fit in here. We don't want that to happen. It is this, and now let's trim this. Yeah, this is what you get finally. Okay, adjust these nodes also. I would prefer try and keep it as simple as possible, where as little complication is there, too many nodes. Anyway, this is good. Okay. Hello, I am very sorry for disrupting this particular video. I'm sure you're really enjoying it. But I have a special announcement that now I have started a series of webinars, and in that particular series I am basically taking ahead anything or any kind of doubt that anyone would have. Let it be, from starting with the basics of the software to basically how they could transit from basic to intermediate to advanced, or if you have any issues regarding how to make print files or papers or different kind of tools, different kind of websites, or how to work with even prompts, while you're working with different websites. I am going to create webinars on all of this. If you have any kind of doubt or you want to speed up your process on creating something good and are looking for a hand holding catapult yourself really fast, then please subscribe to the channel and key in your difficulty. The reason why I'm asking you to subscribe is because all announcements of webinars are going to be there in the future videos. And please enjoy the video further. Okay, we come here, and now let's start putting in our water. We come here, take this and power clip inside. This is what we need. Okay, so it's like creating a clipping mask in CorelDRAW. A clipping mask that you create in Photoshop, it's very similar to that. But it's most important, whether whichever software you're working on, CorelDRAW or any other software, okay, it's extremely important that you download. Now, let's say this is by Adam Luke, this is by Urush Uls, this is by Pixabay, okay, and we take all of them and we come here. Okay, make these small. And now we will work on this. Now this is all rounded muscles, so that's why I'm using this circular. Copy it and convert the other one into RGB. Okay, and now we rotate them. Okay, and we'll have to keep converting this into RGB. So now the other muscle, okay, the other rounded muscle. Now take something like this, rotate it and make it small. Okay, now we want a muscle to, so it's like a tricep. Now you're creating a tricep around this with the waves. Okay, so a tricep and then a muscle. Convert this again into 300. You don't want the file to become very heavy. And these waves are good. They look like, the muscles that come in our forearm. So again, choosing the right image, and the same goes even with the front part, they are like nerves. So they are like nerves, they are like muscles. These waves are awesome. Okay. Adjust all this accordingly so that it kind of looks good. See, now this looks nice. Okay, it looks complete. It's like water is swirling in that top section and flowing down into the second, and while it's reaching the hand, it's normal. Now we have a neck area here. So trim this image because otherwise it will overlay. Okay, so trim the image that way. Okay, and that same, once we put something here, let's try this. Again, you get into transparency. So it's bubbling down the water and then it's flowing down here. No, not happening. Let's do one thing. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, so water is kind of gushing down this area. We just put this here and we are done with this. Now this man is, now we have to adjust it here. And see, this is how the overlay will happen. Adjust the overlay also. Okay, this overlay was a black and white. That's why we got this flat color. So make sure you're making it black and white. Colored overlays will not work. Okay, come here and now we adjust everything once again. Okay. Now let's create some effects here. Okay, move that overlay because we want to work with this part. Okay. Now give it a transparency. So that hand that we kept extra in that other one, that will work. Now put the transparency in the image also, because what is happening, the transparency is coming in the final output, not in this. So keep converting these and we'll have to give transparency to all of these. Okay, to all of these we'll have to give a, yeah, this is how it should look. Same do with the neck also. Okay, we'll have to keep converting them to bitmap. This is the drawback of CorelDRAW. So you should exactly know what you are doing. Okay, otherwise it will be some nonsense that will come out. Okay, see, this is not happening. So we don't need this part. Let's just trim it. We don't need only this part. Okay, that is coming near the neck. We don't need it. Just trim it till here and we are done. You don't have to do anything with this. Okay. Oh, no, you can't trim it from there because again we'll have to create this cutting edge and trim that other one. Okay. Same curve should be there. Okay. Otherwise there will be a gap between the two. Make sure you are following the same curve and trim this. Okay. See, this is how it should look. See, I told you about the gap. Now we just fill it up. Okay. No, this gap is not because of the image, is because of our outline. Never mind. We clean all this and we fill it up properly. Okay. Work on this. Fill it up accordingly. This is fine. Okay. Now this, why are we getting to see this brown because we have chosen brown color. So come here, we'll take this and this brown color, give it a no fill. So then it will blend with the skin. Now, my friends, he is drinking water. So there's no water coming out from the bottle. Okay. So this is a little burnt out. Okay, let's use the other one only. Okay. Now take this water, put it here. And now once we have put the black and white thing over there, we take this and we use add. Okay, we use add. Add is the best one. Okay, instead of overlay, add works better with water. Okay, let's try others. If lighter also works, but it gives you a very stony effect. Okay, it gives you a very stony effect. Let's try in wireframe. Let's position all our flows and nah, let's work with add only because this is giving very stony effect. Okay, so this is my splash. Now I don't want the splash to come. Let's adjust the splashes. Okay, I don't want these splashes to come on his clothes. So copy paste this and the splash is only for the water. Okay, so let this be here and coming out. Okay, the splash is purely for the water, not supposed to come on his clothes. Okay, so our elite athlete is splashing around with the water and this is super. Okay, now let's take this image, duplicate it and cut it into half on one side here and the other half on this side. Okay, now there's a reason why we are doing this is because one we want to use a splash and the other we want to use as the bottle that is coming out, the water that is coming out from the bottle. Okay, this is our water. Rotate it by putting the cap as this. Yeah, this is good. Page up and now we delete the lines that we don't need. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, and control page down. Okay, so one step it is going behind. Now this splash that is there, we just again use add and put it somewhere else. See, now once you change the background, you will see that this needs some working. Okay, select this and come here, same transparency and this is done. Okay, so this is the completion of our artwork and our splashing athlete. So if you like this artwork, please like, subscribe and do not forget to share because only sharing increases knowledge. Thank you.